Alright, welcome race fans once again to MaxSpeedTV. Getting in here a little late, had to do some last minute stuff here to get in, but we are here. Looks like we got about 10 drivers here already in this lobby. This is Group D. We'll have D, I believe D, E, and I here tonight are going to be the groups racing. I was a last edition, so it is tagged on to the end of the night here. But before we get into anything, we want to go through all of the sponsors and make all of this possible. Starting with Performance PCs on the MaxSpeedTV side of things. They are the official water cooling and modification company of MaxSpeedTV. SimSpeedShop.com. They are our newest partner here. Check them out on their website again at SimSpeedShop.com or just SimSpeedShop on their Facebook page. We saw some cool looking button boxes on there, so make sure you check them out. Two teams that make all of this possible for us are HRE and Elite 7 Racing. Yeah, Elite 7 Racing, those two teams, the official two teams of MaxSpeedTV. Virtual2reality.tv, we did give away a code last night for 3 months free on iRacing. We will do the same thing yet again here tonight at the conclusion of all the racing after the third race, so make sure you stay tuned for how to do that. Again, a lot of great racing coming up, but all of the sponsors that make this happen here on the racing side of things, of course, D1RT Racing put in a big chunk of money, but you can't leave out all the other sponsors. Sester Fabrication, Diamond Auto Center, Bubba Army, Gerbs Graphics, Jones Core, and of course Tony Stewart Racing putting in a good chunk of money as well at the last minute there. So over, I believe it's almost $3,000 worth of purse. Winner will take away $1,000. It could be $1,100 actually, as my personal league, No Excuses Sim Series, is also putting a hard charger award on there, so it is possible the winner could walk away with $1,100 as well, but for sure they will walk away with $1,000. Saturday night we will crown that winner. But again, we are in practice right now here with about 6.5 minutes to go. It looks like the fastest car in the lobby right now is Robert Kerstetter with a 12.768, followed by Tyler Clem with a 12.813. Again, we're going to step away for just a moment here. We want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight, for everyone that is here. Looks like we got about 50 or so people in here. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's definitely spread the word. We will have some great racing. 3 full races here tonight. We will have, if we get enough drivers, it looks like this one, looks like we'll only have one heat race. So we're going to have heat races. We're going to have a B main if we have enough cars. But it looks like this race here, if only 10 cars, looks like we'll have one heat race and a feature. So we will be done very quickly with this race. Then we'll take a break. We will not end the stream, folks, so keep that in mind. Don't go anywhere. Grab you something to drink, something to snack on. We will not close the stream down. We will stay live, but we'll interview some drivers and whatnot, and then we will come back once the next lobby is open on this same stream. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you stay tuned. We will have some music playing in the background to keep you entertained there while we are away. But we're going to step away here for just a minute. We're going to let you go on board with these drivers here for just a few minutes here and let you see what it's like to be behind the wheels of one of these cars with our onboard camera, thanks to T&D Rustic Decor. Again, we will be right back here in just a few minutes. Qualify. Alright, we do have, again, about 2 minutes left here in practice. It looks like everybody's just about done with the practice here. Nobody coming out onto the track new here. We do have a few drivers still out on the track, as you see one coming around a turn 1 right there. Again, right now, nobody, not too many. We have 2 drivers out on the track right now. One of them coming out. Chris Watkins is currently coming onto the track. Justin and Norwood as well. So everyone's kind of setting times, but nobody really coming out here. Everyone's set times that they want to set. Again, 10 drivers is all that's in this lobby. I'm not sure how many we were supposed to have, but we'll definitely take a look and see. If we look at the roster for Group D here tonight, we should have 26 drivers here. Again, only 10 in the lobby. It looks like Roger Craig is here. That will make 11 just connecting with about 1:13 left here in practice. So he is in TeamSpeak with us, so good to see he did finally get connected. So very interesting. And another night we've had a few cars missing here. Not sure where some of them are. If they didn't get their messages or didn't check them, I'm not sure, but it is unfortunate that there are a few drivers missing here tonight. Alright, I got about 30 seconds left here. Only one car on the track. That is the 78 of Tim Winch. Hopefully we get that right. I'm not sure how you pronounce that last name, but again, we'll try to do the best we can here tonight. Well, it looks like Weinrich is how you pronounce it, hopefully. Again, we don't want to butcher names too bad, but nobody on the track except the 78 of Tim actually coming out on to the track now. We'll see is also Jamie Russell going to be coming out on to the track. And that will do it for practice. Next up will be qualifying. So we'll go on board with these guys here. Put up our driver bar during qualifying and let you know where everyone's going to be starting. Green flag is officially waving. Trevor Royer looks to be the first one to come out on to the track here. Brand new paint job from him. He's used to running all a black paint job. He is running an all white paint job this time, so a reverse paint job here for this Winter Classic. So very interesting, very nice looking paint job. Still got the Jurassic Park theme going on for that number 90, and he is the first one out on the track, so we'll see what kind of laps he can put in. Again, we will throw the driver bar up for you to let you see who you are watching right now on the screen. And it looks like a 13.110 for him, put him in second. Chad Morgan gonna be first fastest here in qualifiers. At least was. Now he's second with a 13.036. Robert Kerstetter is top of the charts right now with a 12.996. So we'll take a look here. Jamie Russell in fourth right now. Now sixth. They're all switching really quickly here with a 13.160. Justin Norwood to second with a 13.023, and he's going to shut it down. Richard Lewis running a third fastest time right now with a 13.028 here in qualifying. Again, we'll see who else is going to be in. We'll check in with Roger Craig as he's crossing the line right there. Currently in 10th place with a 13.715, now in 11th. Brett Wheeler did disconnect. He is currently not on track, so we'll take a look and see if he is. Justin Lansing is out on the track right now in 9th position with a 13.208 as Brett Wheeler looks to be coming out onto the track now. So we'll see as soon as he starts rolling, we will jump over to him and see what kind of times he is going to put in. And it looks like Robert Kerstetter is going to come back out on the track, see if he can improve. And he actually did with a 12.933. So he took one lap, ran a fast lap, ran another one, and ran just a little bit faster, 0.034 faster than Justin Norwood. And it looks like everyone, for the most part, is off the track. Again, Brett Wheeler has not completed a lap here tonight. Tyler Clem out on the track right now. He has ran a 13.020 as his fastest lap right now. So again, we're all just about right now seeing what these guys can run. The only one that has not come out on the track is the 56 of Brett Wheeler. So we'll see. Again, we'll take down the driver bar for him. It looks like with about 2 minutes left, it looks like everyone that's going to qualify is going to qualify. We'll wait to see if Brett is going to come out. We do want to take another moment here while we have a short break to remind everyone again of all the sponsors that make this race possible. Of course, D1RT Racing, Sester Fabrication, Diamond Auto Center, Bubba Army, Gerbs Graphics, Jones Core, and of course Tony Stewart Racing. All of those great sponsors making this race possible, putting in a lot of time, effort, and money into this race. And again, on the MaxSpeedTV side of things, virtual2reality.tv, they give us 3-month codes to give away to new members here on Racing. So later on tonight, at the conclusion of the third race, we will give one of those codes away. Elite 7 Racing and HRE Motorsports, they are the official teams of MaxSpeedTV, SimSpeedShop.com, and Performance PCs, as it looks like Brett Wheeler is going to come out onto the track after all. So let's pull up the driver bar here and see what kind of times he can lay down here in qualifying, as he has about 50 seconds left here in qualifying before it ends. So he definitely will get several laps in. We'll see just what kind of times he does. Right now, back in 11th with a 13.398 or 89. Sorry. We'll see if he can improve on that. And he does just a little bit with a 13.281, but still back in 11th position with 25 seconds left to go here in qualifying. And he looks like he is going to shut it down. That will be it for him. So he is going to take 11th position. So it looks like with 12 drivers, we're going to have 6 and 6 here for heat race 1 and 2. And then we will move on to your feature race. No B main here tonight. No heat race 3. So we're going to have 2 heat races of 6 apiece. So we'll let you know who's going to be in each heat race here in just a second once they get on to the track. It looks like heat race number 1 is going to have Robert Kerstetter, Tyler Clem, Jamie Russell, Justin Lansing, Brett Wheeler, and Chad Morgan here. So 6 drivers again for each heat race, and then we'll move on to your feature race. So we definitely will be done here with this race quite a bit early before we move on to the second race. So again, that will be happening at 7:50. We will start race number 2. So we will have a little bit of a break in there, and we are not going to end the stream. We will stay here on the channel, but we are just going to put up our away screen, and then we will come back once we get into the new lobby. Alright, everybody seems to be rolling off. Now we are just about ready to get this race started. Again, this is heat race number 1 of 2 here tonight. Again, thanks everyone for tuning in here tonight. Got about 66 people, 67 people in here. So thanks everybody for tuning in. As always, if you are new here and love the racing here on MaxSpeedTV, definitely hit that subscribe button. And special tonight for the like. If you like this race, give it a thumbs up. Not just for the broadcast and this race itself, but definitely give it a thumbs up to let all the sponsors watching know that you appreciate all they do. We know we have some of them out there watching, so let them know you appreciate all they do to make make this race possible here. As the green flag's out, we'll put up our top 3 so you can see. We got a battle going on for the front 3 right now. Robert Kerstetter is out front, but here comes Tyler Clem trying to get by him, as well as Chad Morgan getting into the mix right now. These guys are going to battle all the way to the end. We have a very stacked field here, as it looks like Robert Kerstetter got his hands full right now with Tyler Clem, both running TSR logos. So we'll see which one of these TSR guys are going to come out on top as they're side by side. And it's going to be Kerstetter out front for that lap. But here comes the 14 of Clem trying to get him on the inside again. This is a battle for the lead with 6 laps to go. Kerstetter has led all the laps so far, and he's going to lead that one with 5 laps to go. Checking back just a little bit, we have Chad Morgan and Brett Wheeler. Wheeler started towards the back, and he has gained a few spots as he looks like he may have got into the wall just a little bit there. Jamie Russell back in 5th position right now, and Justin Lansing back in 6th. Checking with the front guys, you see a little bit of a gap has started to form there. As you can see just right there how big of a gap it is. About 3 to 4 car lengths separate Kerstetter from Clem right now, but Clem not giving it up. He is still going to battle to see if he can't get that lead, as they're going to have 2 laps to go when they cross the line. Kerstetter out front, and he has led every lap so far, but Clem is not giving it up, so we're going to hang tight with these leaders right up here as they're 0.2 seconds apart from each other right now. Which one of them is going to get the win? They could possibly get together if that happens, and then you never know, it could be Chad Morgan, but don't think that's going to happen as the white flag is out. 1 lap to go. It looks like this race is going to go to Robert Kerstetter as he is right there crossing the flag saying your race winner will be Robert Kerstetter. So heat race number 1 is over just like that. 8 laps done, and we are gridding for heat race number 2. It looks like for heat race number 2 here as we take a look, it is going to be Richard Lewis, Justin Norwood, Tim Wine, Rich, hopefully we get that right, Trevor Royer, Roger Craig, and Chris Watkins for heat race number 2. And it looks like the number 10 of Justin Norwood is going to be on pole for this race. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. We appreciate all of you here. Looks like we are steadily gaining the viewers here, about 70 to 80 viewers. So thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. And if you are here for the first time tonight, this is night 2 of qualifiers. We have 1 more night of qualifiers tomorrow night. Saturday, starting at 4:50, we will have 2 last chance qualifiers. And then at 7:50, we will start your feature race. That will be a huge race. That means somebody will be walking away with a minimum of $1,000 to win. It could be $1,100 if they are the hard charger and they also get the win. So definitely we'll be waiting to see who all is going to do that. Who gets that hard charger award? That will be $100 in somebody's pocket on top of what they already get. The minimum is $25 just for making the feature. I do believe anyway. That is, I believe, what it was. So again, don't quote us on that, but I believe that is the correct amount. $25 regardless. For sure, $1,000 to win. So this is probably, if not the biggest race here on iRacing as far as payout goes. That is 7:50 Central Time. There it is. Green flag is out. We are racing here in heat race number 2. Again, following this will be your feature race tonight. We are going to get done very quickly here tonight. As right now, it is Justin Norwood out front. Richard Lewis behind him. So we'll see if Richard Lewis can get by him. Trevor Royer right there. Again, in a brand new, we'd call that an opposite paint job. He's usually in a black Jurassic Park paint job. He is in a white one tonight, so switching it up for this race, but he is trying to run him down. Richard Lewis right there on the back bumper of Justin Norwood. Norwood putting on a heck of a run to see if he can't possibly get the win. He is going to try everything, and he has got some heavy hitters behind him with Richard Lewis and Trevor Royer. So that is going to be a very good battle here, as Lewis not giving it up. As you can see, all of those sponsors on that car, a lot of those are sponsoring this race too. So we'll see just how it plays off. Trevor Royer taken to the inside. Nobody else is really doing that right now, and with 4 laps to go. So we'll see if that plays off in his favor, as he is getting a lot of momentum, just not quite enough to get by him. But again, this is only an 8-lap race. We have 3 laps to go. Justin Norwood out front. Again, Tim Weinrich back in 4th place. Right behind him, Chris Watkins in 5th. And Roger Craig in 6th place right now. So again, we will go to the feature race right after this, and it all goes to plan. It's going to be 1 lap to go right now. Your leader is Justin Norwood. White flag is in the air. This is your final lap, and it looks like it is going to be Justin Norwood for the win, unless something drastic happens. It is not going to. Right there, he will be your race winner, Justin Norwood. So that will conclude heat racing. A very quick night here tonight for race number 1 as we are getting ready here for the feature race. Gridding is officially underway. Again, everybody made it. 12 drivers here in race number 1 of 3 tonight. Alright, everybody is getting onto the track, so let's go through your HRE Motorsports starting grid. It is going to be Robert Kerstetter and Justin Norwood on row 1. Row 2 is going to be Tyler Clem and Richard Lewis. Row 3 is going to be Chad Morgan and Trevor Royer. Row 4 is going to be Jamie Russell and Tim Weinrich. Hopefully, again, we are pronouncing that right. Row 5 is going to be Justin Lansing and Chris Watkins. Row 6 going to be Brett Wheeler and Roger Craig. And that will round out the grid for you. So that is all of the guys here. 6 rows, 12 drivers. We're getting ready to race. Alright, 1 more lap and we will go. Green flag racing for the first time here in your feature race. Again, 30 laps is what these features are here in qualifiers. And that will crown a winner, and they will walk away with some points. Again, all of this is based on points. Just because you win doesn't mean you automatically make it into the feature race or you're locked into pole or anything like that, as we have several nights of racing left to go. But green flag is out for the first time. We are racing here in your feature race at Lanier Speedway. Again, this is race 1 of 3 here tonight. We will have 3 full races. Tyler Clem running down Robert Kerstetter, Justin Norwood just behind him, and the 4 of Richard Lewis getting into the mix. The 10's going to go around. Caution comes out. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to the 10. What happened to the 10 of Justin Norwood? We'll take a look here, see if we can get a good angle and see what happened to him. All seemed well there. Oh, gets into the 14. The 4 gets into him. So just a lot of contact. Then the 19 getting into him of Chris Watkins as well. So just a lot of contact being made there. As we'll go back up to the front here. Your race leader is Robert Kerstetter at the moment. Again, taking a look here at our top 5 after 3 laps completed with our first caution. It is Robert Kerstetter out front, followed by Tyler Clem, Chad Morgan, Trevor Royer, and Richard Lewis in the top 5 right now. But we are just about 1 lap away. The lights are off on the pace truck, so we should get the green flag next time by. Alright, there it is. Green flag is out. We're racing once again here in your feature race. Kerstetter still out front, but here comes Clem to the inside. Can Tyler Clem get by him? And he is going to clear him barely. But here comes Kerstetter. He's not going to give it up without a fight. Kerstetter back to the front, and he will lead that lap. As it looks like a little bit of contact made between those two there at the start-finish line. We'll see, can Robert Kerstetter hang on to it, as it looks like we're going to have a caution once again. And this time it's going to be the 78 of Tim Weinrich. So let's go back and take a look. Not sure. He's been on pit road for a little bit. We'll see what happened. May have been Chris Watkins. Somebody spun out and kept going, so we're not sure exactly who it is. We do apologize, but he is a couple of people on pit road. Richard Lewis on pit road now as well, so we do apologize for missing what happened, but Richard Lewis being involved in it, the number 4, so we do apologize for that. He looked like he, whatever happened, he may have spun it or got spun. He got it back going, so we didn't see him off pace for very long. But he is on pit road now, so he's going to have to get some damages repaired. So that is unfortunate for him, as he is now going to be 1 lap down. But Kerstetter still out front. He is your leader. He has led all 9 laps so far. All right, let's get ready here. There it is. Green flag is out, and we apologize for that caution. We didn't get a chance to go back and look, but we do have people in chat saying what happened. So again, if we get a chance, we might go back and look at that. But Clem still trying to run down Kerstetter right now, just unable to do so right now. Looks like Justin Norwood's going to come back on the track. He is now in 11th, 4 laps down, but you wouldn't know it by how fast he is right now. He is putting on a heck of a run. But back up to the front, Clem still running in 2nd. And here comes Chad Morgan. He's going to try to run the high side now to see if he can't possibly make something work up there. Everyone's been kind of running the low side, but he is running that cushion as high up as he possibly can, trying to make something happen. So is Trevor Royer behind him as we look in with Brett Wheeler, who did not qualify very well at all back in 11th. He's up to 5th right now, so he's putting in a good run for himself in 5th position. Justin Lansing just behind him in the number 23 machine, back in 6th position. Jamie Russell behind him in the number 27 in 7th position. So again, a lot of good drivers here. Chris Watkins back in 8th place right now, and him and Roger Craig were putting on a good battle, but they've kind of separated out. And Justin Norwood, 4 laps down, is in 10th. So that will be your top 10 drivers. We're going to take a look again. No real battles going on the track right now, as we are over halfway done with this race. The question is, right now you see Kerstetter and Clem running the bottom side. Can Chad Morgan make something happen on the high side and possibly get by both of these guys for the win here tonight? He is definitely trying everything he can. Just not sure if there's enough moisture up there in that cushion to possibly do anything on the bottom. The bottom seems to be working so well right now, at least for the front two. Every time they come around, as we take a little bit wider look here, we'll check in with Tyler Clem. You see him on the bottom right there. They scoot up to the top, but then they suck right down to the bottom. And Morgan's able to get a little run, but they are just not having the momentum that they need on top. And here comes the 14 of Tyler Clem up to the top. And you saw the difference. As soon as he did that, Chad Morgan reeled him in very quickly. So the high side may not be the place to be here, as that let him catch him very quickly, and now he's started reeling in Kerstetter as well. So Morgan is not out of this by any means. We have 9 laps, about to 8 laps to go right there at the line. Again, 8 laps to go here in your feature race. So again, this turned out to be a bit of a train here. Everybody's single file, but they are experimenting here. As you see, some going high, some going low. Your top 3 haven't really decided where they want to run. Kerstetter has been running the top and bottom, and so has the 14 of Tyler Clem, and as well as Chad Morgan. Chad Morgan started the high side, and look, everybody's moved up to the top, and Chad Morgan has reeled in Tyler Clem big time. He's going to take it to the bottom, and he will pass him for 2nd position. At least for the moment, it's going to be side by side, but Clem's going to take 2nd place back once again as contact is made. So we'll see, can Morgan hang on and get 2nd position? He's right there with him. I'm not sure if their cars are fading or if this track is just fading, but one of them has definitely happened. But Chad Morgan has reeled in Tyler Clem here in the closing laps. It was about 3 laps to go when they come by the flag stand this time. Right there, your leader will start 3 laps to go. The real battle right now, though, for position is right there. Tyler Clem and Chad Morgan for second position. Here comes Morgan once again trying to make a pass. He makes the slide job, and he will complete it at the line barely by about half a tire. But here comes Clem back to it. Here comes the crossover, and it's going to be Morgan out front once again. And this time it may stick as he's going to make Clem check up there with the slide job with the white flag in the air. 1 lap to go. We know who's probably going to win this. It's going to be Robert Kerstetter if he can hang on to it. But right now the battle for second is undetermined, and it's going to be the 50. So your race winner is not him. Your race winner is Robert Kerstetter as he's going to do some donuts there at the end of the race. So Robert Kerstetter coming away with the win, followed by Chad Morgan and Tyler Clem are your top 3. So we got done a little bit early here, about 30 after, so we have about 20 minutes till we get to the next race here. So again, give us just a few moments here. We're going to step away and see if we can't get your race winner here in chat up in the booth here, and we will talk to him. So we will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here again. We have about a 20-minute break here, but to kill a little bit of the time, we are going to talk to your race winner. So you got the win here tonight, Rob. So first off, we already know you're fast. You're always fast. It seems like no matter where you're racing. But with this strength of field, this big of a race, how does it feel to walk away with the win and kind of assure yourself a good spot in the actual final event come Saturday?
Man, I really needed that. Yeah, that's big, especially in this kind of race.
Yeah, and just we haven't got to ask anyone, so I just thought about it. But on the off chance, so we don't want to jinx anyone, but if you walk away with $1,000 from this event, do you have any plans for it yet?
Man, my son wants it. He's 8-year-old. He said if I want it, he's taking it. So it's not mine. It's gone already.
Well, I'm sure he could probably find a lot of toys for $1,000 to buy. You never know. Maybe he might want his own rig. So when he gets of age of, I believe, 13, you got to be on here. He can officially start racing himself.
Yeah, we'll see. He's not too much into racing yet, but maybe when he gets a little older.
Well, we'll see. You never know. But definitely a good race. You came away with the win. So any sponsor shout-outs you want to give for that win here tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to definitely thank my teammates from TSR. These guys are just awesome. There's no better team than these guys. We worked our asses off for this race, so I'm very appreciate, no matter where I finish, these guys are all awesome. So just got to give a shout to them guys.
Well, definitely a good run and win here tonight. Looks like we have a little bit of time still, so we will actually pull, see if we can't get a word in with Chad Morgan in second. Chad, you got a copy? Well, we'll see. We might get a word in with him.
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Well, first off, you finished second place. You had a heck of a run there. We always like to find out. We haven't ever got to talk to you before. This is the first time because of this big race. With open setups going into this race, it is a huge race. Did you, obviously everybody wants to get a win, get a top 3 finish. Did you have high hopes, or were you kind of coming in here just kind of blind, didn't know really how it was going to go, just hoping for the best?
I was hoping this would be at Knoxville. That's kind of my forte, but I'm not very good here, and I haven't worked at it at all. So I just kind of come in here and figured I'd run it and rip the lip because that's where I'm good at. A lot of guys are good at shortening up at this place, but that's that's not my forte, so I just figured I'd come in and see where it was at, rip the lip, and see where I ended up.
Well, you definitely put a good run to finish in second place. Overall, it's going to be good point standings for you going in to the feature race. I'm not sure if they have those updated yet for us. It looks like they are indeed updated. So we'll take a look at those here in a minute. But do you have any sponsors or a shout out you want to give for that second place finish here tonight?
No, not at all, but I just do this for fun. It gets my mind off the real world, so gotta start grinding it out here in February when we start racing the big car for real. So this is just something I do to have some fun and kick back and enjoy myself. So nothing extra to add on top of that.
All right, well, again, congrats on that second place finish. Right behind him, it looks like we still got some time left here. So we'll see. Tyler Clem, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, didn't know if we were going to have time, but we do have indeed time to get in all three of you here, and it just happens you all three are here in TeamSpeak with us, so that is great. But you finished third, a very strong run. It'll be a good points night, so we'll see how all of it stacks out for that feature race. Hopefully you won't have to do any last chance qualifiers or anything like that. But coming into the night, like I said, same with Chad. We haven't got to talk to you before because we haven't broadcast any races that you're in. But coming into the night, what were your expectations? I mean, obviously everybody would love to get a win, but what was your goal coming in here to tonight's race?
Just to be consistent, just run up front, and top 3 was pretty much my goal, and so we got that. But second would have been great, but obviously we got past there. But I felt the car was great. Just when everybody moved to the top, I was still hanging around on the bottom trying to pick up time on Robert. That's how Chad got around us. But no complaints here. I mean, we're sitting 8th right now in points, which is great. Hopefully we will be good enough to lock it in for Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. We're looking right now for you, Tyler. Right now, it looks like you are sitting in 8th in points, so a good spot. Looks like if we take a look here, we'll see if we can find anyone else in here. Chad Morgan in 11th, so you're sitting good as well. And Kerstetter obviously in 2nd due to his win. But as far as the track goes, what was it like there? We saw some of y'all running the high, some of y'all running low. Was there one that was wearing off more than the other, or was it kind of a two-groove track? You'd kind of run where you wanted to?
Early on, about the first 15 laps, the bottom was the place to be. Then that slowed off just a little bit, and the top got better. But I thought the track was great.
Oh, as far as all the sponsors and shout-outs and all that, any of those you want to just shout out to anyone, or any sponsors you want to thank for that third place finish here tonight?
Just want to thank the whole TSR crew for helping each other out and helping me out and getting us all to the stage, because if it wasn't for all the people on our team, we wouldn't be as fast as we are with them helping us out with setups and just learning from each other. So just definitely want to thank them, and just thank D1RT for putting this deal on together, and MaxSpeed for broadcasting the whole thing. So it's a pretty cool deal.
All right, well, again, congrats on third place, but we are not done just yet, folks. Of course, all of the sponsors, we'll go over all that here in a little bit. To go down those unofficial race results for you here real fast before we take a break to get to race number 2. Of course, the winner tonight going to be Robert Kerstetter. 2nd place, Chad Morgan. 3rd place, Tyler Clem. 4th place, Trevor Royer. 5th place, Brett Wheeler. 6th place goes to Justin Lansing. 7th place goes to Jamie Russell. 8th place, Chris Watkins. 9th place, Justin Norwood. 10th place, Roger Craig. And 11th place goes to Richard Lewis. And 12th place, hopefully not getting that wrong, Tim Weinrich. Again, hopefully we do not get that too butchered up. But that is your unofficial race results. So all of the sponsors that help out for MaxSpeedTV and this big money race, so definitely check them all out. Performance PCs, Sim Speed Shop, HRE Motorsports, Elite 7 Racing, and Virtual2 Reality.tv on the MaxSpeedTV side of things. and all the sponsors putting in money and time to make this race possible. Definitely check them out. They are Sester Fabrication, Diamond Auto Center, Bubba Army, Curbs Graphics, Jones Core, and Tony Stewart Racing. Again, make sure you check out all of those great sponsors and partners that make this race possible. But this is only race 1 of 3 here tonight. We still have 2 more races. Again, the next race will go up in about 12 minutes. So we will be right back in about 12 minutes for race number 2. Alright, we are back. iRacing still having some issues here tonight. Well, let's hope that does not happen. So we're about only really 10 minutes behind, as we were supposed to start at 7:50 Central Time. We're starting about 8:10, so about 20 minutes behind. So we do apologize, but it's out of our control. This is an iRacing issue, but boy, do we have a stacked field here for this race. This is Group D. So we still have Group I coming up after this. No, it was just an add-on group. Towards the end, it was not DEI because we are big Dale Earnhardt Incorporated fans. That is just how it turned out tonight. But again, Group D is out here now. Group I coming up right after this. But to get to all of the sponsors here, we definitely want to go all the sponsors that make MaxSpeedTV possible. Performance PCs, SimSpeedShop.com, HRE Motorsports, Elite 7 Racing, and Virtual2Reality.tv. All of them making everything possible here on MaxSpeedTV. And all of these sponsors that make all of this possible for this race, that put in all their time and money and effort into this race, are Sester Fabrication, Diamond Auto Center, Bubba Army, Gerbs Graphics, Jones Core, Tony Stewart Racing, and of course D1RT Racing. All of these guys, check them out on their Facebook pages. Give them a like on there. Definitely let them know you heard about them here on MaxSpeedTV at the first annual D1RT Winter Classic presented by MaxSpeedTV.com. Definitely, if you are here with us tonight in the chat, that's good. We've got about 60 people here with us. Definitely give them a thumbs up, not just for the broadcast here tonight in the race, but for all of the sponsors here. Give them a thumbs up for that. Again, we do apologize for the delay, but it's out of our control. It looks like we are going to have a great race here. We got Dylan Simmelman here, Skylar Brown, Dylan Hauser, Jeffrey Stanton, Justin Chapman, Corey Zatinsky. See Josh Phillips, Jed Burton, Brad Speidel, Tyler Gray, Eddie Ryan, Braden Mickley, get that right, Tim Ryan. We have a lot of great drivers here. I thought we saw Eddie Ryan race the other day, but he is here tonight. He may not have got onto the track. But right now you are watching practice modes. We have about 9.5 minutes left. We'll put our driver bar up so you can see here for just a few minutes. Let these guys go around, wear this track out just a little bit, try to get some grooves worn where they want to race. And it looks like with about 13 drivers here, we'll have 2 heat races here of 7 and 6. Again, this is race 2 of 3 here tonight. Before we move on to your next night, again, we have several nights of racing. We still have one more night of qualifiers tomorrow night on Friday night, and then we will move on to your last night of racing, which will be 2 last chance qualifiers, starting at 4:50, 5:50, and then at 7:50 we will officially have your feature race. We'll let you know who all is going to be in that. Right now, the top 20 drivers that are officially locked in based on points, but that will change throughout the course of this racing. It's Alex Bergeron, Robert Kerstetter, Austin Simmelman, David Hillman, John Batista, Eddie Ryan. So Eddie Ryan did race, so I don't expect to see him racing again here tonight. Tim Smith, Tyler Clem, John Fiedler, Dylan Sharman, Chad Morgan, Bruce Jones, Justin Norwood, Tommy Champagne, Austin Carr, Sean Wallenfels Jr., Josh Harm, Trevor Royer, Craig Dunn, and Richard Stallings. Again, those are the 20 drivers that are in the top 20 positions right now. That does not mean that will stay that way. These drivers will be changing out back and forth, as we will definitely see that happen as more drivers race and more winners are crowned in each night. The 4, we're going to take 24. The 4 that are on the little bubble spot right now are Travis Marsh, Troy Tabata, Drew Hirschko, and Blake Durflinger. So we'll definitely keep an eye on all those positions here after this race. We'll give you a more up-to-date accurate assessment of where everyone is, but that is the top 20 right now. And again, thanks everyone for tuning in. We do apologize for that bit of a delay, but hopefully it does not set up. Apparently preset lobbies are not launching right now, so we do apologize for that. It is out of our control. So 12 drivers. We're going to have 2 heat races of 6 here tonight. Looks like unless more join, and then we will have a feature race again. So as always here, we want to give a shout out to our T&D Rustic Decor onboard camera. So we are going to step away here for just a moment or so. With about 6 minutes here, we'll come back here in a minute and let you see what it's like to drive one of these cars here in a sprint car on iRacing. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes, so right on board with these guys with the T&D Rustic Decor onboard camera. Alright, we are back here with about 25 seconds left in practice. Next up will be qualifying. Again, 12 drivers for this race as well, so we will have 2 heat races and then a feature. So again, another short night. Again, we did start a little bit late. So, that will push back race 3 just a little bit, but we do want to thank all of the fans that hung in here with us tonight. Looks like we're about 60 or so here with us, almost 70. So definitely thanks for tuning in here tonight as practice is over. Qualifying coming up next. Alright, green flag is out for qualifying. We'll see who comes out onto the track first. And it is going to be the 5 of Dylan Simmelman. Not going to be the first one on the track, though. We'll check in with Jeffrey Stanton, who is on the track in the number 16 car right now. We'll report all of these times in for you. We're going to put on our driver bar for you so you can see a little bit more information right now. He has not put a time in. Nobody has put an official time in, but we'll let you know as soon as they do. There are some times coming in. 13-2-13 for Jeffrey Stanton. He's the top of the charts right now, but will he stay there is the question. Skylar Brown to second with a 13-2-63. So a good run for him. There's Corey Zatinsky to the top of the charts with a 13-0-88. And that number 13 machine, but not for long. Dylan Simmelman going to take first. Now he takes second with a 13-0-85. Brad Spidle's going to take to the top of the charts with a 13-0-46. That will put him just on top. Dylan Simmelman back on top once again with a 12.983. Jed Barton in the 115 machine. He is now to second with a 13.045. 0.063 off of Dylan Simmelman in first. Chapman out on the track right now. His current time is a 13.151. We'll see if Chappie can run a little bit faster lap here in that 07 machine, as he is not going to do so. Still 13.151. Tim Ryan there. Dylan Hauser coming out on to the track. We'll see what kind of times he can put in the number 8 machine here. We got that Shell car going on, so we'll see what kind of times he can put in here for qualifying. And we have Tim Ryan, Dylan Hauser, and Josh Phillips out on the track. 12 drivers will be starting qualifying here. Starting the feature race here, all drivers will make it 6 per heat race. We have 2 heat races lined up for you here in this race. Group I will be a little bit later tonight. This one started late. Group I will be right after this one. They will have to set it up. But yes, Group I is still racing tonight, right after this one. May not be right at 8:50 Central. We'll see. Dylan Hauser, though, to the top of the charts with a 12.884. It may start on time. To answer Chad Miller's question, it may still answer, or it may still start on time. It all depends on how long this one lasts. But this one did get started a little bit late, so we'll see how that one plays itself out. But again, Tim Ryan jumping up to 3rd place with a 12.988, as we have about a minute 55 left here before we get going. Tyler Gray back in 12th, Jeffrey Stanton in 11th at the moment. Again, so that is how they're going to line up. He's just going to park there on the back stretch, and we'll get rid of the driver bar for you. But again, definitely we want to remind everyone to go to the Facebook pages and give all of these sponsors a shout out. D1RT Racing, Tony Stewart Racing, Jones Core, Gerbs Graphics, Bubba Army, Diamond Auto Center, and Sester Fabrication. Definitely go check out all of these great sponsors that make this show possible. And definitely, if you want to go check out all the MaxSpeedTV sponsors as well, go check out Performance PCs, Sim Speed Shop, HRE Motorsports, Elite 7 Racing, and Virtual2Reality.tv. Again, later tonight, we will be giving away a 3-month code for somebody that's looking to get into iRacing that is currently not on iRacing. we will give you 3 months free. We'll tell you how just after the last race here tonight. Again, that will be coming up here in just a little bit. That is Group I, going to be coming out later. We have about 35 seconds left here in qualifying. So this qualifying session is done. Everybody has qualified. So we're going to step away, and we will be right back with heat race number 1. Alright, heat race number 1 is getting ready to come out on to the track. It's going to have Dylan Hauser, Tim Ryan, Jed Barton, Corey Satinsky, Braden Mickley, Jeffrey Stanton, and that is going to be it. Eddie Ryan is not here. He is just here to watch. So that will be the drivers in heat race number 1. As we'll see, it looks like Dylan Hauser and Tim Ryan have not got onto the track yet. But that is coming up here in a minute. There is Dylan Hauser taking pole position. Next is Tim Ryan, and then we will be ready to go here for heat race number 1 of 2 in race number 2. And for anyone just tuning in with us tonight, you are watching the first annual D1RT Winter Classic presented by MaxSpeedTV.com. Again, definitely a great night of racing so far, and we have much more. We still have one more race. Group of racing. We still have a heat race in this one and your feature race, and then a whole nother group of cars to come out after this, and then we will do it again tomorrow night for the last night of qualifiers. Saturday will be 2 last chance qualifier racers starting at 4:50, and then we will go to the feature race starting at 740 or 7:50, so stay tuned for that. Again, we will let you know the points after this race too, to let you know kind of where everyone's going to be. Tim Ryan is on the track now. So after this race again, we'll let you know kind of where everyone is going to be stacked up in the points based off of how everyone finishes in this race. That will change things up just a little bit. So we'll let you know on that as the pace truck is rolling off and we're getting ready for heat race number 1 here tonight. Alright, it looks like we're doing good. We got about 19 likes on the race tonight. Definitely don't just like it for the broadcast and the racing, like it for all the sponsors. They are watching here tonight. We got up to 45 last night. Let's see, maybe we can top that here tonight. It's all up to the fans. If you want to give that a like, definitely please do so. If not, that is your choice, but we definitely would like you to, again, if not for us, just to let all these sponsors know that you appreciate everything that they do, to put all the money and time they put into this race to make it happen. Green flag is out, and we are racing here. We're going to put up our top 3 graphics so you can see just who is where right now. Looks like it's hard to read. That is the 8 out front of Dylan Hauser. Hauser has a little bit of lead over Tim Ryan right now. Tim Ryan trying to run him down. Again, Ryan is right there, taken to the inside. Can he get him? He is ahead of him for a minute, but here comes Hauser back on the outside. Can he get him? They're side by side, almost making contact, but they stay clear of each other. What a race for first place right now. But don't count out Corey Satinsky. Here he comes in the number 13 machine. He's going to try to make a run here for the lead as well. And Jed Barton back there, he's definitely gonna try to make a presence known as he's back in 4th position right now. Jeffrey Stanton in 5th, and Braden Mickley in 6th place right now. But Hauser out front, and he has no reason to look back. He has definitely got a lot of company coming from Ryan and Zatinsky. Here comes Ryan to the inside. He's going to send it. They're going to be side by side. The crossover comes right back from Hauser, and Hauser will regain the lead. Once again, he has led every lap. He has led 5 laps here tonight in this heat race. 3 laps to go. It's going to be 2 at the line. Right now, your race leader is Dylan Hauser. So we'll see if he can hang on to that lead for the time being. He is Tim Ryan right on his back bumper. He has already been ahead of him once. He's going to take to the high side. Just not quite enough momentum. Corey Zatinsky's right there as well. We have a 3-way battle for the lead as the white flag's out. Back up to the front. It's really a 2-man battle right now. Tim Ryan and Dylan Hauser. Here comes Ryan to the inside. Don't think it's going to happen. Your race winner is going to be Dylan Hauser for heat race number 1. Checkered flag is out. Heat race number 1 is over. Here it is, heat race number 2 coming out onto the track. And this heat race is going to have Josh Phillips, Brad Speidel, Skylar Brown, Justin Chapman, Tyler Gray, and Dylan Simmelman for heat race number 2. Again, let us know in chat who you're rooting for tonight. I know we got some UWU fans out there. Looks like we got a fan of Jed Barton. So we got a lot of fans out there. Let us know who you are rooting for here tonight. Again, we have a lot of great drivers, a lot of great teams here. So it's really anybody's guess as to who is going to get the win here tonight. Everybody is on grid. The pace truck's rolling off. Again, we are just moments away from getting the green flag for heat race number 2. Alright, 1 lap away, folks. Again, 1 lap. If you could see that flag, man, waving that flag, it is a rolled up green flag indicating 1 lap to go to get the green flag for the first time here in heat race number 2. Again, they have 8 laps to put the moves on and get to the front. We have 6 drivers here, but there it is. You see the pace truck just about to dive off right there. Green flag is out. Heat race number 2 is underway. 8 laps to go. And it's going to be a good battle. Dylan Simmelman in the number 5 car out front right now. Josh Phillips in the 5. He's going to try to put the moves on him. See if he can't get by him. We'll see if he can check in with Brad Speidel back in the 85 right now. UWU drivers are 3 wide for 3rd place right now between Brad Speidel and Skylar Brown as well getting into the mix. Chapman in the mix as well. Oh, a little contact between Speidel and Chapman. Nothing major. Let's take a look up here at the front. Nothing going on right now. So really, this is a close battle. It was anyway between these 3 cars right here for 3rd position. Skylar Brown, Justin Chapman, and Brad Speidel. Tyler Gray right back there behind them in that 50 machine in 6th position. As we'll take a look right there. We'll see if anything happens here with this battle for the lead. Dylan Simmelman and Josh Phillips. They are right there neck and neck. But definitely Simmelman is wheeling that car right now. As you can see him moving his arms back and forth in that car. Hanging on tight with the ride of his life. Hang on, see if he can try to lock himself into that feature race. Be a good points finish here in the race. Heat race number 2, that is. See if he can't get the win in the feature race. Behind these guys, though, we got a little bit of a battle going on right there. It was anyway. There he is. The 85 of Brad Speidel and the 07 of Chapman. And these guys putting on a heck of a battle with 2 laps to go here. This race is actually ending here. 1 lap to go now. There's your race leader. Again, Josh Phillips tried to make a run, just couldn't quite make it happen. But your race winner for heat race 2 is gonna be Dylan Simmelman, as he's gonna turn it around and go backwards on the track after crossing the checkered flags. And we got a car rolling there, but that is gonna end that. Dylan Simmelman walking away with heat race number 2 win. All right, well, looks like everyone is coming on to the track now. So that being said, let's go through your HRE Motorsports starting grid. Out on row 1 is going to be Dylan Hauser and Dylan Simmelman. Row 2 is going to be Tim Ryan and Josh Phillips. Row 3 is going to be Jed Barton and Brad Speidel. Row 4 is going to be Corey Zatinsky and Skylar Brown. Row 5 is going to be Braden Mickley and Justin Chapman. Row 6 is going to be Jeffrey Stanton and Tyler Gray. Row 7, Eddie Ryan is just here to watch this, so he is not racing. So again, 12 drivers here, just waiting on Tyler Gray to take the grid, and he is actually going to miss the start. Not sure what that is about. He definitely missed the start as they are rolling, so he must not be here because they started without him. That was not a full 2 minutes. I believe they actually might only get a minute here to grid in this format, so that is unfortunate if he did miss the race, but he is going to be missing the start. It looks like we're going to take one more lap to get the green flag. We'll see if Dylan Hauser or Dylan Simmerman can get the win, or can somebody else make an upset and come from a row back and get the win. Alright, green flag is out for the first time here in your feature race. Again, caution laps are on here. Oh, and that's going to hurt the 8. That is Dylan Hauser getting into the outside wall. That's going to let Dylan Simmel, Josh Phillips, Tim Ryan, and Corey Tatinsky get by him. As we look further up front, we've got a 3-way battle for the lead right now. And wow, now it's a battle for second as the 9, Austin Simmelman, into the wall. No, that is not Simmelman. My apologies. That is Josh Phillips. Simmelman's the 5. He is stopped on the track. No caution out so far as he's going to try to get it going. Again, no caution. Dylan Simmelman going to put him a lap down now. Dylan Simmelman out front. How that did not bring a caution out, I do not know, but cautions are on. So very interesting that a caution that did not come out there, as he is now definitely on pit road. We'll see, he is parked it there. Corey Zatinsky, though, here he goes, trying to make a battle for the lead. Can he get it? Zatinsky to the inside, just couldn't quite make it work. We'll see if he can do it. 2 very fast drivers up here at the front. And we'll keep an eye on everyone. Tim Ryan's putting on a show here for you as well, trying to get up there. He's currently in 3rd position. Dylan Hauser started on pole. He's back in 4th now. So we'll see if he can possibly do anything with it. Corey Tatinsky definitely has a run here on Dylan Simmelman. See if he can get it. He's going to try to take it to the inside. Can't quite complete it. So just has to keep trying. But he's got to keep pushing forward because he's got the 98 of Tim Ryan all over his back bumper as well. The question is, we know Dylan Hauser very fast. Can he get up there? And can the 07 of Justin Chapman get up there as well? We know he's very fast. Jed Barton, another very fast driver, and Brad Speidel. So all these guys back there right now, back in the top 5, top 10, definitely have a chance. So we're just going to keep an eye on all of them. As right now you see a 3-way battle for the lead. Right now, Zatinsky and Ryan battling so hard to see if one of these can possibly get the win and kind of assure themselves a spot in there. If you get a win, you're almost guaranteed a spot in the feature race. You will walk away with a lot of points, and that is all what it's about, trying to get those points. Right now, nobody being able to touch Simmelman. Again, that is Dylan Simmelman, not Austin Simmelman. He is out front, so Austin Simmelman, his brother, did win his race as well. But right now, this is his, I believe, younger brother. Maybe we'll see if we can't get that in later, but right now, either way, he is out front, and he is not looking back at the moment. Corey Zatinsky is not one to try to give that up without a fight. He is still trying, but he just can't get up there, and he has a lot of help from Tim Ryan coming in there, pushing him to try to get ahead, and he's going to try to take it to the outside now. Corey Zatinsky on the high side right now. We'll see if he can possibly get by him here. He's going to move back to the low side. Not going to happen. Such momentum that Simmelman has on that high side. He just can't quite break it. But we'll take a look back here as these three guys still putting on a good show. That is back Skylar Brown, Jed Barton, and Brad Speidel putting on a three-way show back here for 6th, 7th, and 8th at the moment as we have lap 17 of 30 underway. Taking a look back here, they're still battling up front, so we don't want to stay away too long right now. And it looks like Simmelman has pulled a 0.4 second lead over the rest of this field right now, at least over second place. I don't want to count any of these drivers out right there. That's a good battle going on between Zatinsky and Ryan for second position. Neither one of these guys are counted out of the win. And the one you really want to keep an eye on who started pole is Dylan Hauser. He's getting in the mix now for third place. For third place with Ryan. He's in fourth at the moment as he blinks there just a little bit. So we'll see if he can possibly get up there. Zatinsky and Ryan, we're battling. It's kind of panned itself out now. It's going to be Zatinsky moving up. So we'll see if Corey Zatinsky with no real competition right now. Nobody battling him extremely close and try to get up there to Simmelman, but Simmelman, I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Their last lap, Simmelman ran a 13.398 to a 13.353. That lap times are a little bit closer. Simmelman ran a 13.442 to a 13.490, and we got a car going around, and caution will come out. See who that was. I believe that might have been the 98 that spun there, Tim Ryan. Let's go back and take a look, see exactly who it was. Indeed it was. Little contact between Tim Ryan and Corey Zatinsky will spin Tim Ryan around just a little bit. He picks it up, hits the gas again, and keeps going. So we'll see. Caution is out for the first time here in the feature races. We go back up to your leader here. Take a look at our cautions. That is caution number 1 with 2 laps now. 6 laps to go. It looks like we'll get the green flag with 4 laps to go. So if we have another caution, it will definitely end the race. But right now we don't want to see that, as we're going to get the green flag next time by. I do believe there it is. Pace lights are off on the pace truck. So 4 laps to go when we get the green flag. This is your feature race. So it looks like we are going to be finishing just in time for the next race to go launching on time. We will get a word in with the leader winner here if we can. But green flag is out. 4 laps to go. Let's take a look here. We're going to zoom in just a little bit. We're going to take a look back here. That is for second position still between now Dylan Hauser and Corey Zatinsky. Hauser back up front. Can he get up to the leader of Simmelman right now? And that is Dylan Simmelman right now. Him and Zatinsky side by side. That is Hauser and Zatinsky side by side going into 3. It's going to be Hauser though. So now to 4. Dylan Hauser will take the position, but Corey Zatinsky not going to give it up. They're still going to be side by side, and that's exactly what Dylan Simmelman wanted to see right there, as he is your race leader. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. This is your final lap of the feature race of race number 2. We're pretty sure he's going to walk away with the win, and now it looks like second place is secure. But there is your race winner right there, Dylan Simmelman. So what a run from him. We'll see if we can't get a word in with these guys if they are in team speak with us. It looks like our winner is not here with us. So we'll see. Again, we don't see our winner. So that is unfortunate. We don't have a whole lot of time, as the next race will be going up here in about 7 minutes or so. So again, we unfortunately do not have our winner in here with us in TeamSpeak, so that is unfortunate. But again, we will be back here. Give us about probably 10 minutes by the time we can load in So do not go anywhere. We will be right back here in just a few minutes. Again, next race will be starting roughly around 8:50. So again, don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for your last race of the night here for qualifying racing. Again, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. This is the last race of the night. So, looks like we have another very great night of racing right now. So we're going to put our driver bar up. You are watching Cole Huggins right now in the number 191 machine. Looks like the fastest one here, what was fastest, Bryce Sheesby. Again, he is now second fastest, as Daniel Barton is going to be the fastest. Well, not anymore with a 13:035. It's going to be Cole Huggins to second, and now Bob King in the number 51 machine with a 12.724 to the top of the charts here in practice. We'll see if anybody can possibly top that time. Again, a 12.724. But before we get into too much of that, we do want to thank all of the sponsors again. Performance PCs, SimSpeedShop.com, HRE Motorsports, Elite 7 Racing, and Virtual2Reality.tv. All of those sponsors making us possible here on MaxSpeedTV. On the race side of things, these are the most important sponsors of the night right now. Sester Fabrication, Diamond Auto Center, Bubba Army, Gerb's Graphic, Jones Core, Tony Stewart Racing, and of course D1RT Racing. Definitely go check all of these guys out and give them a big shout out for donating their time and money to make all of this happen here. Again, this is a 1,000 to win race for anybody that is new here with us, just tuning in. The winner of not this race, but the race on Saturday, the feature race, this is again just a qualifier race, will walk away with minimum $1,000. If they could get the hard charger as well, they could walk away with a $1,100 paycheck, depending on if they can start the furthest back and work their way up and win it. They will get $1,100. Again, Bob King still the fastest one. Britton Roxbury in here. It's been a long time since we've got to see him race. It's been about a week or so. We haven't got to watch him race in a while, but he is in here. Chad Miller is in here as well. So we're going to get to watch all of these guys. Jason Shank. I don't remember if we've got to watch him. We may have got to broadcast him quite a while back, but he is here tonight. John Winkler here as well. In the 01, a nice looking paint job here tonight. A lot of these guys running new paint jobs just for this race, so they are looking as sharp out there tonight. Brandon Gruel here tonight, again in the number 35 machine. We'll see what kind of times he can put in. We do have quite a few people in TeamSpeak with us here, so we'll see how they definitely stack up here. This one's going to have what looks to be 13 drivers, 14 with Wade Lamar in here, so 14 drivers. That will be 2 heat races of 7 here tonight. Again, we want to thank all the fans that tune in. Looks like we got about 60 so fans in here. Some of you may be the drivers as well. So we want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. Again, if you are new here tonight, please hit that subscribe button if you have not. If you like this type of racing, asphalt racing, rally racing, whatever it happens to be, midgets, we got it all here on MaxSpeedTV. Definitely hit that subscribe button. We'll be doing something special when we hit 4,000 subscribers, and we're getting very close to that. And definitely hit that thumbs up. Give this video a like if you like the racing and if you like the broadcast. Don't just do it for us tonight. We have the sponsors watching tonight, so definitely give it a thumbs up for them as well. Let them know by giving that thumbs up that you appreciate all of the the effort and hard times or times they put in to make this race possible. Obviously, all the money they put in here. I believe the purse is upwards of almost $3,000. $1,000 to win, obviously, so a lot of money on the line here. So definitely give a thumbs up for all the sponsors. But we are going to step away here. As always, we like to go on board with these cars for just a minute. So we're going to go on board with these drivers with our T&D Rustic Decor onboard camera and let you see what it's like to be behind the wheel of these cars for these particular drivers, and let you see some of these guys have special messages from themselves on those front wings. So you get to see what their cars look like from their point of view here for just a couple of minutes, and then we'll be back with qualifying. Alright, we are back here. We got about 2 minutes left here in practice. Before we move on to qualifying again, 14 drivers. That means we're going to have just 2 heat races of 7 drivers, and then we will have a feature race, and everybody going to be making it to the feature race. No need for B main here in this race either. So that is coming up here in about a minute and a half. And let us know in chat here, who are you rooting for tonight? Who are you wanting to win here tonight? We have a lot of good drivers in this race, very, very stacked field. So let us know who you want to win, as we have about a minute left here in practice. Alright, 10 seconds to go for qualifying. Again, we'll have a few minutes after qualifying to go over the points for you as they run, and then we'll let you know the points after this race is over as well. But that is done. Practice is over. Qualifying up next. Alright, we'll see the first one out. It's going to be Brandon Franks pulling out of pit road first, as officially the green flag is being waved. So a lot of these drivers coming out in here. Let's put up our qualifying time. We'll let you know what their times are going to be. You are watching the 12 of Brandon Franks right now, seeing what kind of times he can put in. Put up our driver bar for you as well. And everybody's gonna put in times. We'll see who comes out on top of the charts here for qualifying here in just a minute. Everybody has put in once everybody has put in a time right now, looks like the first person to put a time in is going to be the top, of course, with a 13:076. That is Brandon Franks. It looks like, take a look here, Britton Roxbury to second with a 13:104. Third place right now is Bryce Chesby with a 13:202. Back in third place. Nobody else has put a time in just yet. Ooh, Bryce going to get into the wall there. Michael Jones, another TSR driver, going to take it to the top with a 13:048. And not for long, he may not hang on to it, though. Wade Lamar up to second with a 13:075.027 off of Michael Jones. Daniel Barton up to fourth with a 13:097, back down to fifth, as Bob Keene's going to take it to the top here in qualifying. So again, we'll take a look here, put our driver bar back on there. Take a look, Cole Huggins currently back in sixth place with a 13:099.133 off of the pole sitter, who is now Ted Liette up to the top with a 12.960. So the top spot has changed about 6 times here, as different people taking that spot. You know, the question is, who is going to end up getting the spot? That will all be determined here shortly, as we have about 2-3 minutes left. And we still have a few drivers. Jason Shank just put in a time of 13:225 to put himself in 10th place. Again, 15 drivers here. Shane DeVolder didn't even practice, as he is out on the track now for the first time. So we'll see how he definitely pairs up to these guys, as we have not seen him run. Gavin Manning not being able to, we didn't see him in practice either, but he ran at 13:382. Shane DeVolder blinking out majorly, as he is now back magically on the track, and he is blinking all over the place, having some connection issues here tonight. Again, Gavin Manning running a 13.382. Didn't see him in practice. Looks like Shane DeVolta will run a 13.301 to put himself in 13th place. Again, the only other car on the track right now is Jason Shank with a 13.225 back in 10th. He's wanted to pit road. So that just about will do it here for qualifying, as we got about a minute 45 left. Everyone has completed laps. So it is going to be in this order from fastest to slowest. Ted Liette, Bob King, Wade Lamar, Michael Jones, Brandon Franks, Daniel Barton, Cole Huggins, Britton Roxbury, Bryce Chesby, Jason Shank, Chad Miller, Brandon Gruel, Shane DeVolder, Gavin Manning, and John Winkler. That is how they are going to be here in qualifying 1 through 15. Again, 15 drivers. So we will start the field, I believe, with 8 and 7 drivers. So one will have 8 and one will have 7 here for heat races. We're going to have 2 heat races tonight. Then we'll move on to the feature race. Again, this is the last race of the night. We still have one more night of qualifiers before we move on to last chance qualifiers and then feature race. So definitely, thanks everyone for tuning in. We're getting back up to about 60 here. If you are new, we always want to remind you, please hit that subscribe button. Let us know you like the racing by hitting that thumbs up. Special tonight, we know we have some of these sponsors out here that include Tony Stewart Racing, Jones Core, Gerbs Graphics, Bubba Army, Diamond Auto Center, Sester Fabrication, and D1RT Racing. All of these guys put in a lot of time and a lot of money to make this race possible, so definitely go check them out on their Facebook pages. Give them a like, and let them know you like it by giving a thumbs up on this race as well. On the MaxSpeedTV side of things, as always, there is Performance PCs, Sim Speed Shop, HRE Motorsports, Elite 7 Racing, and Virtual to Reality.tv. As it looks like we are getting ready for heat race number 1, and this one will have 8 drivers in it. Ted Liette, Wade Lamar, Brandon Franks, Cole Huggins, Bryce Chesby, Chad Miller, Shane DeVolder, and John Winkler going to be in heat race number 1. Alright, it looks like everyone at Shane DeVolder is on pit road here, as we'll jump up to your pole sitter, Wade Lamar. And it looks like Shane DeVolder is going to miss his heat race. So I'm not sure if he left or if just he missed the start. But either way, he's not going to be here for heat race number 1. They are getting ready here. Let's take a look here, see one more lap. So lights will be going off this time. 1 lap to green. They are waving them by 1 to green this time by. We will officially get the green flag. 8 laps per heat race. We'll see who comes out on top here tonight. Again, for anyone just tuning in, this is race 3 of 3 here tonight for qualifier race. Your heat race number 1 will have another heat race and your feature race, as we are just about ready. There are your leaders grouped up. Green flags out. Heat race number 1 is underway. 8 laps to go. We'll see here if anybody can do anything. Wade Lamar is out front. Sorry about that. Ted Liette's out front. Wade Lamar right behind him in second. Those two are teammates. We got company. We got somebody tangled in the back. Wow. Somehow, I'm not sure, that looked like it may have been Bryce Sheesby and Chad Miller getting together. They tangled there just a little bit, somehow recover from it. No caution comes out, and here comes Bryce Fauntleroy trying to get into the mix as well. My Bryce Fauntleroy. What was that? This is the 131. There we go, the 191. My apologies. Cole Huggins. I do apologize. Alright, Bryce Fauntleroy. I don't know where we got Fauntleroy in there. He's not even in this race. I do apologize for that. That was Bryce Sheesby in there. Chad Miller getting in the mix. These guys battling so hard. It has been a long day. Woke up way too early today. John Winkler back in 6th place. Brandon Franks in 7th. Off the track, not sure what happened to him, but he is off pit road, and all caution came out for it. But Ted Liette out front, and he is not looking back. He's got a .333 second lead over teammate Wade Lamar. Chad Miller trying to run him down. Really no battles going on at the moment as these guys are kind of single file out. Let's take a look here. We'll go to a little wider angle for you here on camera 3. You can see real no battles we take in with Bryce Sheesby and Cole Huggins is probably the closest battle we have as the white flag is out, so it doesn't really matter too much. They're going to get the checkered flag this time by, and it looks like your race winner is going to be Ted Liette. Heat race number 1 is over tonight. Again, what a race. He is going to be claiming it, but just like that, we're about ready to move on to heat race number 2. Alright, heat race number 2 coming out on to the track. We'll again keep an eye on these guys and see who all is going to be in it. 7 drivers. It should be Daniel Barton, Gavin Manning, Michael Jones, Bob King, Britton Roxbury, Brandon Gruel, and Jason Shank here in heat race 2. Again, right after this will be the feature race for race 3 of night 2. Oh, we'll see. It looks like Daniel Barton and Gavin Manning not getting up, out onto the track yet. There is Daniel Barton on the track. We're just waiting on Gavin Manning, and we'll see if he does make the track. And he's not. Gavin Manning going to miss his race here at heat race number 2, so that is unfortunate. Bob King's going to be your pole sitter for heat race 2 here tonight. Again, it looks like we're getting a few more people in here. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We always want to remind you, it's for the fans and the drivers that we do what we do here on MaxSpeedTV. So please, if you are new here tonight and you like the racing, hit that subscribe button. Once we get to 4,000 subscribers, which we are getting very close, we will be giving something special for the fans and the drivers. So definitely subscribe to be tuned in for that. And definitely for all of the sponsors on board, hit that like button. If you like the racing, again, shows us and them you love what they do and appreciative of it. As the green flag comes out, 8 laps to go is all they get. Oh, and major contact of 25. That it is. Take a look. Daniel Barton hitting the cone there. Doesn't look like he got too much damage. Bob King out front, Michael Jones behind him, and here comes Britton Roxbury into the mix. A battle for second place pursuing between Michael Jones and Britton Roxbury. Again, 7 laps to go, going to be 6 laps already at the line. These laps are winding down so very quickly here tonight. Roxbury trying to get in there, but here comes the 25 of Daniel Barton after getting into that wall just a little bit and that cone. He is going to try to put a slide job on. Can't quite do it. He's going to hang back in 4th position. 5th place, Jason Shank. He's got his hands full right now with Brandon Gruel back there in that 35. Those two are going to battle back in the back, so don't count them out. They're going to still put on a good show for you, even if they are a little bit further behind these leaders. Up front, Bob King, he has dominated this race for what little bit it is. Again, only 8 laps as we're halfway done. 3 laps to go this time by. Taking a look, there it goes. Looks like Britton Roxbury may get him here on the high side. He is going to do it. Britton Roxbury to 2nd place over Michael Jones. So we'll see Michael Jones back in front of him at the line. It's going to be Roxbury in a 2nd position, side by side. These guys are battling very hard right now. Michael Jones is getting the best of Roxbury at the moment. But no, he's not anymore. He was right there. White flag's out. It's going to be Roxbury. We know who's going to win this, Bob King. But we don't know who's going to get 2nd right now. Is it going to be Roxbury? Is it going to be Jones? We'll see. They're going to be side by side, possibly coming out of the line. And it's going to be Roxbury for a second place, but your race winner is going to be Bob King. Good job for him. That's your top 3 right there on the screen as your feature race is coming up now. Alright, looks like everybody is getting onto the track. Once everybody gets out on the track, we will go through your official HRE Motorsports starting lineup. Alright, looks like everybody that's going to be out here is here. We'll see Ted Liette going to be on pole. So let's go through your HRE Motorsports starting grid. Row 1 is going to be Ted Liette and Bob King. Row 2 is going to be Wade Lamar and Michael Jones. Row 3 is going to be Brandon Franks and Daniel Barton. Actually, Daniel Barton not on the track, so that is not accurate there. We do apologize for that. We're just going to take that off. It's going to be Ted Liette, Bob King, Wade Lamar, Britton Roxbury, Chad Miller, Michael Jones, Bryce Sheesby, Jason Shank, Cole Huggins, Brandon Gruhl, John Winkler, and Brandon Franks. Those are going to be your lineup there. That is the official HRE Motorsports starting lineup. So I do apologize. Not sure why exactly it was not accurate, but that is your lineups as we here take a look at wide angle here. We'll see. It looks like they are getting ready here. Pace truck is diving off. Green flag is out for the first time here in your feature race again. Oh, and we got cars piling up everywhere. Caution is out. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened. We got multiple cars involved. What happened here? Daniel Barton did finally come out, but he is done now on pit road. Oh, the 51 gets into the 331 and causes a big pile up. The 3 involved, the 14, the 51, a lot of people, the 12 involved. Multiple people getting involved, still making contact after the caution is out, and that is going to hurt a lot of people here tonight as we go back up to live. We'll put Wade Lamar as your race leader. Not going to stay there. There he is, the 20 Wade Lamar getting up to the front. The 21 going to be going a little ways back here, so that is very unfortunate. Now, a lot of cars getting involved as we look further back here. So a major contact between a lot of guys. Somehow some of these guys making it. Looks like Michael Jones making it out. Daniel Barton in the 25, he is went to pit road and he is out of this race. So that is extremely unfortunate for him, as he had a good car to end this early. That is not going to be good. He will definitely have to go through a last chance qualifier, finishing back in 13th place now. There it is. Green flag is back out. Wade Lamar up front still as we're looking here. We'll see what can happen as you see Ted Liette in second. Here comes Britton Roxbury trying to see if he can't make something of it as we're on lap 7 of 30 right now. It looks like Roxbury may have something for Ted Liette, but I'm not sure if anybody has anything for Wade Lamar. There's a little bump there just to let you know I'm here. Wasn't nothing major. He definitely is going to try to run him down here. We'll put up our top 3 for you so you can see 0.450 separates first from second right now. But really the main battle is for second place, and that is between Liette and Roxbury. And don't count out that car right there, the 16 of Chad Miller. He's trying to get his nose in there, see if he can't get a top 3 finish out of this as well. See if he can't lock himself into the feature race with some good points finish. These guys are trying to make it 3 wide for second place right now. Britton Roxbury right there. Here comes Chad Miller to the inside of Roxbury. Just can't quite complete it. Let's go back and take a look here. Michael Jones, he has no front wing at the moment. That is definitely going to hurt him involved in that early wreck there on lap, I believe 2 or 3. So that is unfortunate. John Winkler just ahead of him in 10th place at the moment. So a good solid top 10 finish for him. Bob King, definitely, he started outside pole and he is now back in 9th position. So that little contact definitely was not good for him. Brandon Gruel back here in 8th position as we work our way through the field right now. And we're keeping an eye on the leader, but not much going on at the moment. As we'll take a look, actually, we'll check here. Look at the battle for second position just started happening here between Ted Liette, Britton Roxbury, and Chad Miller. They're still going to duke it out for second position. That is probably the best battle we have going on. So we're going to hang tight with these guys for a minute. Move up here to Britton Roxbury. Him and Ted Liette had a good battle going on there for a second, and it's kind of fizzled out for the moment, but don't count Roxbury out. He's going to try to sit back, get it run, and I guarantee you he will be back to the back bumper of the 331 of Ted Liette here in the next few laps. Now, again, this is night 2 of a 4-night event here for $1,000 to win. Saturday, we will crown somebody with a $1,000 paycheck. Possibly more if they can get a hard charger award. If they start further back, they could win $1,100. That will be coming thanks to conjunction of No Excuses Sim Series and MaxSpeedTV. We are giving out a $100 award for the hard charger, so definitely be paying attention for that. We'll let you know as soon as we do who that is in that race, but that's still days away. Right now, Wade Lamar out front, and he is doing a great job. He is your race leader at the moment in the number 21. As we are going to be 10 laps to go next time by. Your feature race is just about over. Heat races are definitely over. Ted Liette in second place. Britton Roxbury still trying to run him down. Just can't quite get there as we now have 10 laps to go here in your feature race. Chad Miller in fourth place. Had a good run going on. Britton Roxbury there for a while, but it's kind of faded off. As you look right behind him in fifth place is Bryce Sheesby back in fifth again. Right behind them, Cole Huggins in sixth place. Again, everyone's kind of spread out as you go through the fields here. Nobody really having any major battles going on. So it looks like here, if we look, that is second place. So the 01 of John Winkler has gone a lap down. And we'll see if the lap car maybe has any bearing, and it's not, as Roxbury and Ted Liette are going to get by him very easily. Winkler, such a very respectable and clean driver. He lets the leaders by without too much of a fight. He knows it is not his battle, so there's no point in getting in the mix of it as he lets them by. Wade Lamar, though, still out front. He has led all 24 laps. 5 laps to go this time by. Again, 5 laps to go. Can anybody touch the 21 of Wade Lamar? I'm just not sure if they can. He has been a rocket here tonight, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye on it. Unless he makes a mistake on his own, I'm not sure if anybody's going to have anything for him. That's a battle starting to brew right there, though, between Liette and Roxbury. Roxbury all over the back bumper of Liette. Can he get by him is the question. He's been all over his back bumper and just basically bumping his gas tank for a few laps, but just hasn't quite been able to get by him. But Roxbury will not give up. He is a very fast driver and a very dedicated and determined driver. Oh, contact's made. Ted Liette gets a little out of shape. I'm not sure if he had a little help there. It didn't look like it. It looked like he just maybe got a little out of shape, and that will let Britton Roxbury get by him for second position as the white flag is out. And it looks like the race win is going to go to the 21 of Wade Lamar as he's going to cross the flag stand right there. Your race winner will be Wade Lamar. And taking a look, second place will be Britton Roxbury. Third place, Ted Liette. And fourth place, Chad Miller. And rounding out the top 5, Bryce Sheesby. But again, don't go anywhere. We are not done just yet. This is the last race, so we're going to get our top 3 in here if we have them in TeamSpeak and go over all of that. So we will be right back with our post-race show here in just a few moments. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with your post-race show again. Since it is the last race, last race of the night, not the last race of this little event here. We are going to do a full post-race show, recap everything. But coming in third place tonight is the 331 of Ted Liette. So first off, congrats on third place, of course. You put on a heck of a run here tonight. We've seen y'all practicing over and over for this event. So from practice to actually executing it in the race, did it go the way you planned it out in practice? And how was that track out there tonight?
It was pretty slick out there, and I think all the practice that we've done with the team TSR and that, and just cutting so many laps, yeah, I think it helped. I think I was overdriving it a little bit, maybe spinning tires too much, and that might be because of the nerves.
Well, definitely, if you had some nerves going there, you weren't showing up for most of that race, if any at all, because you stayed up front all night in the top 5, top 3 for that matter. You definitely have a great points night. It's going to probably almost secure you, if not secure you for sure, into that race. Again, it's all based on points, so we'll know that here shortly. But we don't want to keep anyone here too late. It's already about 9:30 Central Time. So any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give for that third place finish here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody on Team TSR and for all the setup help. And I want to thank LNS Express, 19 Designs, Drew Neal, for designing my car. And I want to thank you guys, MaxSpeedTV, for putting this on, broadcasting it. Thanks to VLR, thanks to Tony Stewart Racing, Setzer Fabrication, all the guys that have helped put this great event on. I think it's going to be an awesome event.
Definitely is going to be a great race. We've already seen a lot of good racing, and it's just going to get better from here on out. And speaking of great racing, putting on a heck of a show for the fans, finishing in second place, Britton Roxbury. So first off, lead us through the last couple of laps. You were definitely running down Ted, and you finally managed to get by him.
Yeah, I mean, first I feel bad for, having to move him out of the way. I mean, I felt like I was much faster, and, after a while it gets aggravating hanging out, and I didn't really want to completely take him out. I just kind of wanted to move him. So I'd like to apologize to him, but I mean, it feels good to be able to run, up here like this with all these fast guys. And, I'll tell you what, it's a confidence booster, Charles.
Definitely a second place should get you in that race. So we've been asking people throughout the night not to jinx you or get ahead of ourselves or anyone else, but in the event you do come in here, you win this big race, do you have any plans for that $1,000?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what, it'd be nice to win it, but I'm far from it. But if I did, I mean, I'd just work on improving my racing. It'd all go right back into it.
Well, that sounds like a good plan. Always good to see it going right back into something related to racing or racing itself. But we know you have some sponsors and shout-outs, so who would those be for that second place finish here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, normally I'd thank my sponsors first, but I really got to thank you for putting this on, broadcasting it and all, and D1RT for it, and the VLR guys, for admin and officialing, and then guess got to thank the sponsors, CNS Hobbies. I'm glad they still stick around with me here, and hopefully I can continue on with them, and that's it.
All right. Well, again, congrats on a second place finish here. We'll go over the points. Hopefully, they should be up here momentarily, and we will see where you stand. Speaking of points, getting a really good points night finish here tonight. Wade Lamar, you came out on top. So again, we know you've been practicing too. So did it go the way you planned? Obviously, you'd like to get a win, and you planned for it. So I'm assuming it went the way you wanted. But overall, as far as the night went, was it what you had hoped for practicing?
Yeah, I can't complain, but I always wish you were faster, but I'll take what I got here. It's not going to be a bad spot to start on the big show.
Yeah, definitely not. Like I said, we know y'all have been practicing as well. So we don't want to jinx anyone, but we know you and your whole team are very fast. We've seen it firsthand tonight. We've seen it in past races. So the tough question on the line, with so many of your teammates being really fast and yourself being fast, we're pretty sure we know the answer to this, but we're going to ask it anyway. If it comes down to you and one of your teammates for the win, are you going to give them any slack, or are you just going to race them to the end for that $1,000?
Right. Well, the $1,000 could just change your decision on the last lap. So whatever answer I give you now probably would be a lie.
Yeah, $1,000 can change a lot of things. That is a lot of money on the line. Again, it could be $1,100. Like I said, my No Excuses Sim Series and MaxSpeedTV are also putting up a $100 hard charger award. So if someone in the back manages to pass the most cars and get a win, they could walk away with $1,100. This is a huge event. So in the chance you do get it, what are your plans, if you have any, for that $1,000?
Oh, it'll go somewhere. No real plans have been made on my end. I don't hold no illusions of grandeur here, but I'm just happy to be in the show, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of guys that can take that money. So I'm just going to be happy to be part of it.
Definitely, you are definitely going to have a good chance at getting a win here tonight. So any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give for that win?
Oh, definitely. Drew Neal at 19 Design does all the team cars. TSR, all the teammates. They're just, everybody's said it before, but we're all working together just to help each other out, and it shows. Everybody's got a good car under them.
Definitely very fast. Teamwork is the key to this. Speaking of team, we'll go through the results, and you'll see a lot of the teammates in here. Again, congrats on the win here tonight, but we are not done just yet with all of the post-race show here. We have a lot more to cover. Don't go anywhere in chat, folks. We are going to go through your unofficial race results. Again, this is barring any race control issues that they have to take care of. Again, coming away with the win here tonight is Wade Lamar. Second place, Britton Roxbury. Third place, Ted Liette. Fourth place, Chad Miller. And rounding out the top 5 is Bryce Sheesby. Sixth place goes to Cole Huggins. Seventh place, Brandon Franks. Eighth place, Bob King. And ninth place, Brandon Gruhl. And rounding out the top 10, John Winkler. 11th place goes to Michael Jones. 12th place, Jason Shank. 13th, Daniel Barton. 14th, Gavin Manning. And Shane DeVolder in 15th. Those guys didn't actually start the race, so that is unfortunate for them. But we want to thank all of the sponsors here that make all of this possible. Starting with MaxSpeedTV Performance PCs, they are the official water cooling and modification company of MaxSpeedTV. SimSpeedShop.com, definitely check them out. Just picked them up the other day. They got some great looking button boxes on their Facebook page at SimSpeedShop. HRE Motorsports and Elite 7 Racing, they are the official teams of MaxSpeedTV. They do a lot to keep us going here on MaxSpeedTV. And Virtual2Reality.tv, they give us 3-month codes to give away here on iRacing. So if you have never been on iRacing before and you're looking to get into it after watching this race, the first person to message us on our Facebook page at MaxSpeedTV, we will go back and check it after the race or in the morning, but the first person to message us based on timestamps, so when they send your message in, we will shoot you a 3-month free code to iRacing as long as you have a wheel or pedals already, wheel and pedals, or even a racing controller. If you have one of those, or just a gaming controller in general, shoot us a message, first person, we will give a 3-month code to get on iRacing for free. As said already, we have a lot of sponsors that make this race possible, starting with Sester Fabrication, Diamond Auto Center, Bubba Army, Gerbs Graphics, Jones Core, Tony Stewart Racing, and of course D1RT Racing. All of these guys putting a lot of money and a lot of time into this race to make it happen. So a big shout out to them from MaxSpeedTV, and definitely, if you are on Facebook, go give them a like on their page, give them a shout out, let them know you heard about it here on MaxSpeedTV and that you're appreciative of all they do for iRacing. We still have 2 more nights of racing, so on behalf of D1RT Racing, all the sponsors, and MaxSpeedTV, we will see you tomorrow night for another round of qualifier racing.